Friday, 17 May 2025. We're going to get another series of videos of the fire damage before it gets poked around with too much. We did get a few minor valuables out of here beforehand, but otherwise we've left this as it was when the fire kicked off last night.
I don't know what that way, man. I'll get another so they don't pack it real tight.
I think at this point my best bet is just to be quiet and just let the video speak for itself.
Whatever can be saved, we're saving.
There you go. If there any them wants to use it, because I'll have to buy a new one anyway.
That's weird. It was ringing earlier. It must have just run out of battery.
I was going to say it literally just went off like 10 minutes ago.
Which is kind of funny in a dark sort of way. Hope this light is not doing this. Okay. So this is the kitchen. Mostly just smoke damage.
They're coming tomorrow. Structural, they're bringing a structural person. And they're bringing and then John Costa's coming.
I need you back here. We got garden stuff to do, so we're gonna have to do a quick turnaround, okay?
This is what caught the worst of it. Strangely, it started in the basement, as we can tell. The basement is actually relatively
Yeah,
intact.
because they're against the
Oh,
garage.
that's right, they are protected.
Oh, well, the gate is kind of screwed.
Your seasonings are fine, Papa.
You still got your seasonings.
Your seasonings are fine.
Oh my gosh, isn't that wild?
Brownies are fine. Crispy onions are fine.
Hey, green bean
what I-
casserole for dinner.
You know what I
Extra
thought was
toasty.
interesting? Like,
Extra toasty Cheez-Its.
we had a melted fireproof safe right next to the family Bible.
Yep.
Which was fine.
That's because God never dies and He's still with us every day.
That was,
Amen.
Yep.
We were prayer walking your house this morning, Jerry.
So his two deep freezes are like triple the size of what we have, and they're full.
Oh, well, we can put some in that one.
I don't know if there's,
Preference of what you want. Like we have
There's-
like a tall.
well, like it's only about like this wide and this tall. He's got one that's like double that, and then the other one is pretty close to double
Whatever
that.
you want. We can
I
throw
say
there.
get the meat out of there.
It's still, there's still ice in it. Like in the deep freeze, there's ice on the
But they
walls.
don't have
It's-
any power in them.
No, I know. I'm
Yeah.
just saying it'll stay cool
For a while,
for a
yeah.
while, but
Well, you're welcome to put whatever you want
I
in
say we could-
ours.
put about a trash bag full in ours.
Yeah.
But
I didn't know how much was in there. Didn't you just get hamburger and stuff?
I only got 6 pack of
yeah,
hamburgers
there's
left.
lots of hamburgers, there's pizzas, and
Yeah.
all kinds of.
it's amazing what survives and what doesn't.
handful of it, but
Obviously meat is more important than the.
Okay, the only person that's got a deep freeze big enough to handle all your stuff is gonna be me.
I say
in
yeah.
my
if
garage.
We have that. So yeah,
So,
you can use
if
whatever
there's
space you
food,
want.
go eat.
Jesus.
We're gonna go eat. Then we can load that up because it's gonna have to be loaded all at once and then taken all at once.
Yeah, you.
Well, if you run out of room, like
I'll
I
say,
said, we
yeah,
have
if you-
an empty
if
one, but
you-
it's the narrow kind of tall one. But whatever you. can
Ours
put
is
in
about
there.
half that size and only open,
Mine-
so if you run out of room, you can.
Mine is 4 inches longer and 2 inches deeper than his.
So it should all-
Is yours full already?
Does it?
or is
I
it-
have nothing in
This
it.
room is just smoke damage, mostly up top.
Well, if you back it in there and.
Now, it is interesting, you notice.
About the
Yeah.
trash
Sorry, I
bag
said I wasn't going to
full,
talk, I was going to let the video
Well,
speak
then
for
I've got
itself.
a freezer in my house and a freezer in my garage.
Can't really see too well, I don't have one of the
That's what we
flashlights.
use too.
That's what we have.
And we use the garage ones, but the basement one we haven't bought meat lately. so
Curtains
it's
are
in
melted.
there. So.
I like a couple things in there. I was like, oh my gosh,
Isn't it staircase out of the basement crazy? It's like a belly goat. I die. I'm like, just run up and down the fucking nothing. It's like,
We'll go to the basement next.
my feet have huge feet, so I had to turn sideways so that I wasn't like.
crap on it.
Can't get the flashlight to go on. Where Jeff raced down the stairs. I thought I saw a glow coming from here. I can't tell what the hell is burning on retrospect. What the hell burned down here? That's weird. I swear to God I saw fire. Or I saw glow coming from when I looked down the stairs. Did I just imagine it? Now there's a burst main during the course of extinguishing the fire, near as I'm made aware, so there's a lot of water on the floor from that, in addition to from the actual extinguishing of the fire itself, near as I can tell. I've seen a whole lot of fire damage down here and I'm kind of bewildered. This room, which used to be kind of a den area, is also untouched. Yep. And now it's super dark. But yeah, it doesn't even smell much of smoke in here. Which is crazy, like where a fire goes and where it doesn't. Like you saw, the dining room is completely torched. Down here in the basement, by comparison, is pristine.
Yep.
Look at it burned off the plastic on the seat cushion, but the foam made it. So they had those Walmart fire safeties.
I do see
They made it. They were right here in this.
orange materials, but yeah. And I see blistering on the,
I said, we can
I
walk
see
the
blistering
house,
on the
like,
walls.
This works, this doesn't work. Like, this survived. The Ring doorbell survived. I'm like, with all the
Good to
crap,
know.
right?
We got one of those.
Like, dude. How could that not go up?
Yeah.
Bro, like, what? I tell you, it's crazy how,
What it will,
yes,
what it will eat, what it won't eat.
yes,
Yeah.
the consumption of fire.
When everything
Yeah.
else around it.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, Dad, we found the cheat code.
What cheat code?
Apparently the dollar something binders will hold up great too.
that's what, this is what used to have my drone in it.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, I can see.
I already reached out to customer service desk, like, hey, my drone is an ex-drone. Is there a chance I could get a new one? I never even flew that thing. That's a brand new
Oh
case.
jeez,
There it was.
that's not good.
No, but you know what? I mean, realistically, if I had to give up a drone, realistically,
Yeah, all things considered, yeah.
it's one of those things like you catch yourself thinking, shit, I liked that drone. And you're like, you know what, shit, it could have been a lot
It
worse.
could have been a lot worse. That's right. Like those are replaceable.
Yep, I can replace the drone. Yep, there's some dice. Untouched, and that is haunting. Holy shit. Not the fire damage in this room. I will see this until the day I die. I don't know what this is, but it's not supposed to be down here. Cosmetics are fine though. I don't have any good explanation of what the hell happened at the toilet. And again, I'm reluctant to touch anything more than I already have, because realistically, we're trying to collect the most prized possessions and trying to leave it untouched for the fire investigators. And by and large, we have. We grabbed a couple like priceless pictures that we wanted, a couple high value items, like for example, somehow I thought originally that my government laptop was on that table, and it turns out it wasn't. And one of the rare fortunate act, well actually there are a number of fortunate things. I'm not going to try and sound ungrateful, but when the storm first kicked off, we had a branch, when we had the branch originally fall on the line that caused this whole thing. It went through an upstairs window and we all ran to the basement. I had the presence of mind to grab my laptop bag. I'd completely forgotten that. And then we were running around doing a bunch of other stuff and I forgot that my laptop bag was actually in that room down under the den that's completely pristine. So, yeah, doesn't even smell like smoke. Everything that was in my laptop bag for work. It's God telling me, I guess, like, hey, stop having a pity party and get back to work, asshole. Here's the living room. Sorry, the light in here is terrible. We're going back and forth on the furniture. Like, some of this looks like it's fine, it's just gonna smell like smoke. If anyone has any tips on how to get this shit, get the smoke smell out of this shit and clean this stuff up, we would like to preserve what we can, because there are a lot of good memories in this house. A lot of good stuff. Stuff is, I mean, I keep saying this, I mean, we are lucky that everyone made it out unhurt. And I wouldn't trade that for anything, but, at the same time, to the extent we're just able to salvage some of the more expensive stuff, we certainly would like to. I'd love to see what that Furbo caught. The power came back online. Well, actually, that's what caused the entire thing. Like, the wire to the house was stripped out. Ameren didn't actually fix the damn thing before they flipped the power on. But in any case, the Furvos came back online, I think long enough to possibly capture some of the fire spread before we had a chance to shut off the power. I'd be very interested to see what those showed. I'm sure the investigators would also be thrilled to see what that showed. Here's the staircase to the upstairs bedroom. My wife is crazy brave and she sprinted up these steps as smoke filled the house to get one of our dogs panicked and ran up into Jerry's bedroom and hopped on the bed. You can see exactly how brave of a thing that was. Take a look at that. That is, I don't even know what sort of melt that is. Somebody as smarter than I am can. That's a picture. It's otherwise unintelligible what it is. It's like melted plastic. Some of the pictures are fine, some not. The chairlift looks to be okay. I don't know what to make of that, but as we keep saying, like, it's interesting what the fire consumes and what it doesn't. Even on the places that are untouched, like, you do notice the heat had an impact the higher up you go. Like that smoke detector, there was no fire up here, but the smoke detector still melted from what must have been unimaginable heat. But yeah, the dog actually came up, Binny came up here and jumped on one of the beds, and Jen sprinted after him and got him out, probably right before the house became unsurvivable. So, again, highly, highly thankful for what we did get. This room is totally untouched. There isn't even smoke in here. No, some smoke damage up top. I don't know if you guys can hear me at all. Maybe that's a blessing. Obviously, fire department's in here breaking out the windows, as well they should. A little bit of soot up top. Otherwise, not a whole lot in this room. Upstairs bathroom. Looks like whatever the fire shit they used to actually put out the fire, some of that's in the tub, as there's a lot of soot. Otherwise, this bathroom is okay. Toilet paper survived. How about that? One working toilet. Soot damage on that picture frame. Curious to see what survived in the oopsie-daisy. Damn it, I said I wasn't gonna fuck with this, and this is... Oh. You can see the outline of where it was, though. Sorry, I was curious to see what's in the closet. Stuff in the closets is fine, that's also interesting. I don't know for fire survivability what all of this reveals. I have heard the wisdom of going into a room, like if you can't get out, and closing a door and barricading it. This is Jen's childhood bedroom. probably quite a bit that can be salvaged in here. The one thing that makes it kind of difficult is some heat damage. You can see that around Jen's collector item dolls, like the top of the plastic is melted. I can't really see the dolls in there too well. Soot damage, really the smell is the primary thing. Sense carries the most powerful memory, and realistically some of the stuff we have that's covered with smoke, you won't be able to ever remove the smell. It kind of ruins it for you. There's some stuff that has to be touched just because of anyway, just because of that aspect. Jerry's bedroom looks to be fine. Obviously the smoke would have made an impact. It was super acrid last night. I can still smell it pretty. There's a lot of acrid smell still in here, but otherwise the fire, as I can tell, the heat rose from the fire downstairs, but it really didn't impact the upstairs area other than just being super smoky.
Midwest Royals and a full gear for cheer.
Yeah.
The picture was perfectly fine. The glass was cracked, the frame was moving, but the picture was fine.
Picture was
That's
fine.
what, like, it's
Take a look
crazy,
at
like,
this.
it's like,
Yeah, that one.
Oh, that one.
oh, Brian, look, like the glass. That's glass.
That's melted glass.
Oh my goodness. I don't think. And so yeah, look, this isn't broken, but those are like.
Yeah. But then the wood is fine. Like melted glass and then intact wood.
Yeah.
Look at even the.
Yeah, the
Even
chair,
all the railing. Look at that.
chairlift is fine. Unfortunately, it's custom for this staircase, but
I've never seen glass not like that.
I haven't either. There's a
Are you
first
sure it's
one.
glass and not plastic?
It could
They used to use polycarbonate.
That's actually a good point. I probably don't. I don't want to. I'm worried about what I can and can't touch for corrupting evidence. Like, is that glass?
Glass polycarbonate.
Oh,
Okay, that makes
Good
a little
call.
more. I'm like, where are these other ones?
it still would have taken a lot of heat though.
Yeah. But this is what's insane to me. Is there smoke damage all the way to the
Edge of the ceiling and nothing on the ceiling
I don't get that.
at all?
You can see how the slats are showing behind the.
Weird.
Well, it got hot enough that the steel heads of the screws holding up the drywall burned because of the heat. So that's what you're seeing. Those are screws holding the drywall onto the.
Jesus.
And look at the fan blades
Can't
like
imagine.
curled from the.
With the heat rising in
Oh,
here,
yeah,
can
she
imagine
does.
how hot it was up there.
There's also there's a melted smoke detector up here as well.
You said Brian said he heard the smoke
I could hear
detectors
the smoke
going on.
detectors going off. That's why I was like,
Yeah,
See how bad it is and shit?
yeah. It's mostly the smell at this point, but it's the same thing.
It's just smoke damage
Yeah.
up here. This is the only actual thing is from the heat,
Yeah.
that,
Oh my goodness.
and this wreath.
Oh,
Look at
I didn't
this
even
wood.
catch the wreath.
Solid. Like doors, look at they got the old 6-panel doors.
yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, so it was hot enough that it scorched all the cobwebs off
Yeah.
of nowhere. No,
Yeah,
look,
they're all like just hanging.
they're all here.
Oh my god.
So fire is not sufficient to remove spiders if you need to.
No, it's not a good
So like when they
thing,
say
So
burn,
when they say when they come by and they see the meme or whatever and the house is on fire, so it's got the spider. No, you didn't.
Yeah,
you
it's
did
like
not. They are still
That's
attacking
actually
you
a
right
lie.
I'm
now.
gonna tell you right now, you didn't.
like they survived.
like I would burn the house down if that spider was here. Like that spider's probably
Yeah,
laughing
the
at
spider's alive and
Yeah, he's
your
still
whole house
there.
is gone.
me. Like, thanks for the house, fella.
Thanks for the toasty. Gosh. Let's actually look at this wood all still.
I was saying it looks minus the smoke damage. Is,
Positive's fine. It's actually interesting. I accidentally moved that gate thing. You can see like there's a silhouette
From the
from
baby
where the
gate.
gate was. Yeah, the baby gate.
Oh my gosh.
There's a smoke silhouette from where I covered it.
Well, on the electrical side, the can light was fine. The exhaust fan motor got a little toasty.
I'm sure, yeah.
Oh, Brian, look.
I think all of this is gonna make it into my Yelp review.
What Yelp review?
I'm totally kidding. Like, hey, your thing was fireproof, and hey, your thing was not.
Hey, we already said that. There's the safes are part of the ones that are worth the money.
That you're gonna get now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gosh.
Yeah, the one that got the safe that got the most damage was mine.
and all it did was take the plastic where the handle was, and like it started
Rolling
crinkling.
it.
That was it.
You know
Didn't
what
melt
else?
it.
Something else I noticed is like they tell you that for fire prevention, like you need like keep your doors closed because that actually helps keep the fire out. Like you notice the closets are fine, but anything that had all the open doors,
Yeah, it's, yeah.
like the heat spread.
Yeah.
It's like they tell you if you can't get out, like close the door and barricade it. This is proof of concept.
The weirdest shit in the world to me is you smell all this, and if you smell the quilt that's on the bed, there's no smoke smell
Doesn't smell.
at all.
Was this door closed or was it
It was open.
really? And it
This
doesn't-
door, yeah. You see, look.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, you would think of all things, cloth.
You'd think, but this room is pretty well untouched.
Is that a closet or is that a bathroom?
That is a closet.
shoe room.
Oh.
Well, okay. Well, let's. Okay. In the beginning, when I was in this room, this was a room, and then I had all my toys and stuff in there, and then that was a closet.
Playroom, okay.
So then, whenever I got older, then this kind of came into a catch-all.
Uh-huh.
Then, when we had Cammy, and Katie and I, money-wise, moved into mom and dad's, this became Cameron's nursery.
That's perfect for a nursery.
When things went south there, that it turned into Jennifer's shoe room.
Jennifer's
Hmm.
shoe room.
That's
Oh
funny.
my goodness.
There's also some rocket stuff there. That's my fault.
It's
Side
just
note,
like,
was
you
that
know,
was that fireman sticker already there? Or-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Fortuitous.
Are they ironic?
It is oddly ironic.
that survived,
Yeah.
100% intact.
Yep. The fire
No.
the fire sticker survived. That's awesome.
Thunderbird, Momo.
Ah,
Momo, there's no way
That's
Momo
vinyl.
does
nice.
That's
Did
vinyl.
not melt. Okay.
That's funny.
It was Momo.
Mom was like, "Hey,
This is where Jerry sleeps, right? This is
No.
No, he sleeps
No, that-
in the other room.
this was also
This is
Mama's room
where
for a
My
while."
mom used to sleep.
That's right. Joe slept here.
This was Joanne saying, "Hey, you're not touching my room fire. Fuck off."
This is my stuff.
Oh my gosh, her ugly little puppies.
Yep, there's similar.
Of all the things.
And then, honestly, Jen's room's got a bunch of smoke
So
damage
Jerry
to it,
slept there.
hmm
but this one,
Oh, is that curtain melted?
It looks like it.
Yep, that's a melted curtain. Some sort of damage.
Mom and Dad's room.
It's like a time machine, like the wood family.
Mom and Dad's room has hardly any smoke damage to it.
I
You
say
can smell
this
it.
doesn't.
And look like the blades on that are one of the few that
Yeah.
aren't
Yeah.
curled.
But
Think of the
Jen's
wallpaper.
Jen's old room, the hallway, the bathroom, and my old room. Smoke damage out the ass. Yeah, Mom was good. Mom's fine.
All right. I think we've seen what I did. I've seen what I need to see. That's melted to the floor. Oh, my binoculars. Huh. Yeah. Oh. That paper shredder didn't do too well, nor did Jen's laptop. Cookbook is singed on the outside, otherwise okay. Interesting. Some of the stuff on the fridge, I don't know if it's a light or whatever, but it appears to be blackened. Also, the edges of the paper are singed. Which tells me, especially, I don't think the fire made it in here directly, that it had to have been at least 451 degrees. Also, look at all the melted plastic on the floor. Yeah, wow. That's the meal that we were eating when this whole thing kicked off.